ask the general a couple questions about the airport. When are we officially handing the airport over to the Taliban? Is the Taliban going to be running the airport? Are they going to be running it with the Qataris and the Turks, as I believe has been reported?
We're going to continue to run the airport up until the end, and those details, as they continue to be worked out, will come forward. But right now, we will continue to run that airfield to make sure that we can execute our operations.
And are some of the gates to the airport welded shut, as has been reported?
There are gates that are closed, absolutely, right now. But as we said earlier, we do have gates that are continue to be open as we coordinate and still work with the Department of State to get people in for evacuation.
Thank you.
I have to go to the phones here.
Yes, sir.
Howard Altman.
Hey, first of all, I want to express my condolences to the families of lost loved ones in Kabul. Despite this massive effort to evacuate folks, there were a number of organizations, including current and former military, that feel there's a level of frustration in not being able to get people out, and they're working in many ways. There's been many reports about that. My question is DOD cooperating with any of these organizations? Can you talk about that? And then what is your message to these organizations? Are they helping? Are they hindering? And given what you know about how this is unfolding, should they continue their operations?
Well, it's certainly not for us to tell them to stop caring about individuals that they know that are in Afghanistan, Howard. We are, as you might imagine, I mean, we are working off many different streams of information about various vulnerable Afghan groups, not to mention applicants in the Special Immigrant Visa Program and, of course, American citizens. And I don't want to speak for the State Department, but the State Department has really been liaising with a lot of outside groups to help identify those who need to be evacuated. We are primarily responsible for helping provide that secure area at the airport for them to be able to get through the process and get through to properly manifest them and to get them on flights out of there. But look, I mean, I think a lot of us are getting emails and calls and texts from friends and colleagues. Many of them are veterans who are passing information to us to try to help get additional people out, and we're doing the best we can when we are contacted to get that information in the right stream to the right people on the ground there at the airport to continue to facilitate movement. And as the general said, we're going to try to facilitate movement of evacuees right up until the very end.
Have these efforts helped, or are they adding to the confusion? And is DOD cooperate or help them in any way? Can you specify?
I think certainly, Howard, to the degree that they have brought to light information that we can act upon to get additional people out, of course that's been helpful. And we certainly share the concerns that these groups have for these individuals. We feel the same obligation that they do to it. So to the degree they have been able to help us latch on and identify, then yes, that's been helpful. Gordon.